Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Redhawks will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Scanning the field, it's Woods. Finds a man on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
The price is 15.5.
First touchdown of the game, and whooping.
I don't know the thing.
Big going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. Hits the spin cycle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's what we're talking about, making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He said, I need you to bring that. He said, I need you to bring that Hurst by and bring me half.
Trying to get behind the defense. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I need to bring that Hurst by.
Watching that interception,
Pronto.
I just wonder if this kid's too
Nigga that jumped on me, I don't think I can walk.
He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack.
There's no more oil in this.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Figueroa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out. He stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Red Hawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space.
Yeah, he's fucking up. Hey, here's spot his whole self.
He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent.
Oh, that's their fault.
In front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Yeah, because it.
Oh, he's going to go for the return.
I priced the whole store one time. He kicked all the prices out.
And they'll stop him at the 16.
It's just what it's some of the store like ABG. It's probably ABG. The nigga be taking them off of there, and he don't tell nobody. So now they not getting pricing.
Got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Woods. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Scrambling away. He turns it loose to the left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to...
There's nothing he can do. You're going to have to call a cam.
Quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in
There's
space
no
as
more.
much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't go to the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
My
And
sunshine.
they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a
And
big
there's
chunk
no
of
more.
yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times
My
it ends up in
fans
incomplete
is
passes.
ripped. And every other week.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Dang, man, I was
Nice
trying to
gain
cut
of
it
6.
up. I
Leaving
was
them
trying to
with
cut
3rd.
it up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some.
Because I know
range
your
for their
breath was
running
coming.
back.
Look at now.
And the Red Hawks are rolling down the field. They're going to throw it again. Got the back over the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires it. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got him in the flat. That completion gets them inside. The defense is running out of room to defend.
Spin the fuck out there.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back.
No nigga.
That close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick
Probably signed so you can see the right measurements. Look at that. Well, math. So you can see it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. The Red Hawks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
My sunshine, that's cool.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
3rd and goal coming up here. Finds his big tight end. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Wood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, let's go. Yes.
Completion on 3rd down.
4 people.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
It was foggy.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was on 4 times in last week's win. Smashes him with the stiff arm. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch.
They dispatched 6 cases.
You can and help out the offense.
They dispatched that.
The Miami Ohio offense returns to the field. And to settle for the chip shot.
They is not Pepsi Direct.
Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
Shit, I still get. I still get paid for my 7-Eleven.
So they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part.
I don't make the order, but I get paid for my shit. I actually make more, like 56. It's probably more than that now.
6 points.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast.
Arkansas is tough.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick pass on the fly motion.
Come on, bro. I cut it up.
Wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat.
This nigga dropped off. Oh, gee.
On 3rd down, thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Redhawks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. Push down for the tackle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Looking for a man. It's Woods. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end.
Come on,
and the
man.
pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Oh, pass
That one's
interference.
incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Redhawks line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy
It's
was going to
PM.
catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Woods. He'll take another shot here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Oh, yeah, spread it up, toot it up, spread it out. Look at that. Toot it up, spread it out. Ain't no nigga being a father figure to her right now gonna talk to me like that.
Gets it out to the
I need to stay over there being a father figure.
Where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
I'll be throwing dots, man.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays. They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was
I know that's some good defensive linemen.
And the defense ran right through it. And the Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Pressure.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Yes, sir.
We
ran that, man.
Where to go, and now it's 4th down.
We run the same shit.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Motion from the offense. Throws to the tight end.
Thank you. Let's go.
In their own end, and now they give up really
Come on,
good
man. Let's do something
position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics
some smarts.
every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession.
There we go.
Miami, and that one will give them the lead.
Hit that nigga with that minute side. You know you fucked up, right?
Job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal.
Fumble that mother.
And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Woods. Looking down the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
What a spectacular layout.
I know which one to cut.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it.
What?
Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. He's at the 10.
Come on, man. This is trash, bro. They be giving shit away.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
Shit, that's so corny.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That nigga missed the block, bro. Come on.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's
You gotta be smarter than that, bro. He missed the whole block.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Zings it complete to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And listen, I know that wasn't
a huge
I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Coming after it.
Hey.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, going to the air.
Come on.
He throws, and the ball goes right
Goodness.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
I'm on it.
Tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I click on.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group.
Good play.
I had push passes when I was playing quarterback.
Just slithered through the tackle.
That's a good play. Good ass play.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Good play, Carl.
It's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC.
All the
Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The team is slow. They're fast. They're fast.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Woods.
He ain't up there. Waited too late.
Made, but not until he gets the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. Good throwing catch.
Fumble.
Takes it down to the 5 as
Wait,
the
a fumble.
offense tries to cash in.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
On that, nigga.
Catch it.
It's me.
Depend on it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Yeah.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? A 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play
Let's
some
go.
defense
My
and
ball.
get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
My ball. Let's go. I think trying to my play.
They'll turn it over on downs.
Trying to
And
my
you can
play.
tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed
Come
it
on.
quick. Didn't let him
And get off the
first
damn
down.
blocks.
Turnover on downs.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Breaks the tackle. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Steps away. He'll turn it loose out to the right.
Damn.
And it's intercepted.
I couldn't. They wouldn't even let me come back to the motherfucker. Oh my goodness.
Got some room to run.
I ain't let this nigga run this bitch all like this shit is crazy to me.
And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play play by the D.
Ready to try the point after.
No.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And
I don't mind
check in
the
with Kevin
reception
Connors
with
in the
that.
studio.
Letting the nigga run it all the way back is crazy.
On a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Oh, he wants it all.
Oh my goodness, bro. Look at this. It got to be the team. Look at this. This is crazy, bro. Got to be the team.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Rich.
They'll leave it with the lone
Put him
back.
right there. Leave
He's
everything.
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Out of field goal range. Let's go.
He goes down at the 34.
Well, after having an historic performance his last time out, registering 4 sacks, this offense knew they had to do something to try to slow this guy down, and they thought they had a good plan for him. But that plan's not working here today. That's already his 2nd sack in this game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Oh my goodness.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this to extend the lead late.
Look at this shit.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
Fuck,
And
man.
a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Come
Man,
on.
oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Redhawks. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Now on the move. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch played.